George Russell was stripped of his win at the Belgian GP after getting disqualified for driving an underweight car, leading to speculation about his bonus. Toto Wolff has been urged to pay George Russell a win bonus despite the Mercedes driver getting disqualified from the Belgian Grand Prix. On Sunday, Russell thought he'd secured the third victory of his young career, after pipping teammate Lewis Hamilton to the post at Spa. In fact, he even lifted the trophy and sipped champagne on the podium, but was stripped of the win after the race when his car was found to be underweight. Typically, F1 drivers pocket a bonus every time they win a Grand Prix, but Russell's predicament raises questions about whether he's eligible for one. The 26-year-old outdrove everyone else on the grid, and the fault that prompted his subsequent disqualification had nothing to do with him or his performance. As such, some think the Brit deserves remuneration, including former F1 driver David Coulthard. I really feel for George Russell because that was arguably his greatest win in his short career, and it slips away from him, the 53-year-old said on his Formula for Success podcast. So there's all sorts of ramifications, aren't there? If you take a managerial role, drivers typically have a win bonus in their contract. It's the team that have underperformed and that the car is under the weight limit. So where do you sit in all that? Would you give a driver a win bonus if the car was disqualified, or is it only if the actual result stands? Former F1 team boss Eddie Jordan, who co-hosts the podcast with Coulthard, also had sympathy for Russell. There is no real right way and there's no real wrong way on this one. And it comes down to compassion and it comes down to the relationship with the driver and the team and just generally, he said. It isn't known whether Russell has a win bonus clause in his Mercedes contract, but Jordan reckoned that if he does, Wolff would make good on the agreement. I know Toto. Toto is not a poor man, and he's very astute and very careful. He sees in George a world champion going forward, he said.